So my name is Isaac Lara. You can call me Isaac or you can call me Nava. I am 20 years old and I'm a resident of the south side of San Jose. And I've been working on a film for about the past 2 months about the need for community in a neighborhood that I reside in currently.
We live in a part of San Jose that is supposed to be the rich area. However, the problem is you have small pockets of poverty spread throughout that essentially kind of get forgotten. And I live in one of those. It's commonly known as the crime zone. What's happening is essentially a violent spread of gentrification all throughout that area. Growing up as a kid, I remember I didn't have nearly as much resources, whether it was in wealth monetarily or in wealth socially. Even though we didn't have money, we had a lot of wealth in the people that were around us. However, we've been raised since day one to assume that because what we have isn't measured in dollar signs, that it's essentially worthless. There needs to be more of a sense of community consciousness in the neighborhood that I currently reside in. My goal right now, moving forward, is I want to go to my neighborhood and essentially start building something there. I'm trying to build a community where community was not supposed to exist in the first place.
I just got off the phone with Priya from Siren, who is the person I've been supposed to try to talk to for a long time to try to get workshops done in my neighborhood. As far as I know, they're gonna come. It's gonna happen October 26th, and I hope people from the neighborhood come, because if there's one thing I learned from community organizing, it's that no one ever attends anything.
The first step to what I want to do is just speak to people. We decided to host a Know Your Rights workshop in conjunction with a group called Siren. I wanted people to feel like the place that I live in has something that's meant for me. To get the word out, we started to go door to door to let everybody know we're having this workshop.
So we went to hella doors, we were talking to hella people. I understand why most people are kind of like, I don't know about this. We're very kind of like in a mindset of like, I'm barely struggling to get by as it is. Like I can't really trust anybody with anything. So I wouldn't doubt that people here kind of like, I don't know what the fuck this fool's talking about. Okay, you stop filming now.
One of the most important things that I kind of faced when going out and about like that was coming face to face with a lot of the internalized xenophobia that's very deeply rooted in our community, unfortunately. When you're an immigrant coming to the United States, you're oftentimes faced with the myth of meritocracy and the dichotomy of there are good immigrants and there are bad immigrants. We still buy into this idea, when the reality is meritocracy in the United States is a lie. What we're dealing with here is groups of people that are struggling to survive despite their living situations. What we're doing here is not illegal. What we're doing here is not wrong. However, the very idea that we wanted to empower our people, it's been burned into our minds that that in itself is somehow a crime. So after much preparation, after much communication back and forth, the workshop did finally end up happening.
We're just gonna sit up all day. I have CreaTV in the morning, but I'm gonna leave hella early. I'm just gonna stay at home, clean up, set up. People might come, people probably won't come. I don't know at this point.
And I do believe that they are capable of doing whatever it takes, even though there are systems, even though there are rules, or even though there are oppressors who say they cannot reach that dream, but they are capable of doing it. Anything else?
A lot of the work done by ICE isn't just what they do physically, it's how they battle with us mentally. There's a lot of warfare going on in the fact that they have created a climate of fear for us to feel like we can't even leave our homes at times. I decided that if I was going to move forward to build community, I needed to build community myself between me and other people. So I was lucky enough to have been accepted by a group called Mais, who welcomed me with open arms once they heard what I wanted to do in my neighborhood. And I could not have been more grateful for that, honestly.
But I know that in between is trying to support each other's dreams, academic dreams. So we need you to go get degrees.
Yes.
Because people then will legit say, Dr. Page, Dr. Jenny, like, what is it? Journey, Dr. Journey. why do we need to,
Ya lo presioné. Ahí dice recording.
So, this past Saturday, as you all know, I finally ran through the event. Nobody came, but I think that the core of what we were trying to do, which is to work on building community, we got the ball rolling. So first and foremost, I want to thank Jenny.
Despite the fact that nobody came, I do consider the event a success, because these people now know that there's a face in the neighborhood that isn't trying to take something from them. Every time you want to build something, you always have to start small, and I started small. People know my name, they know my face, they know Mais, they know Siren. Moving forward, we want to provide some positivity for them. We all have something to offer each other that should not go unrecognized. And I think my job right now is to kind of be the facilitator of that.